So last week, man, I posted a video about should the man control the finances, and the ladies they came after me very quick.
Yeah.
And I can understand why, but in this day and time, do you encourage marriage, and do you believe that marriage is still relevant in today's culture, especially when it comes to building a legacy?
Without question. The Bible says that two are better than one. It's this idea that two people who are locked in, man, going after the same goal, going after the same dreams. Man, the acceleration and the power that's on that couple is like no other. Think about it. For me, I'm a very people-oriented person. I'm a very high visionary type of person. And that's good. It blesses me. It brought wealth to my life. It's helped me. My wife is not necessarily people-oriented. My wife is detail-oriented. My wife thinks about the small, little thing, just a little detail. So guess what? When she was on her own, my wife was getting details, but them people, man, that was lacking. And for me, before I met my wife, my people skills was crazy, but I was disorganized. Well, what happens when you bring someone who's got the people-oriented skills and the detail-oriented skills? Somebody who's a high visionary with somebody who also knows how to take care of the little things. Man, now you have a power couple. And I'm trying to produce power couples, man. I'm tired of seeing people just building wealth by themselves. I want people to build wealth together, because here's the thing, Anthony, we're having children. Even the people who aren't getting married are having children. And if you're going to have children, I'm saying, hey, let's raise them together. Let's be connected. Let's live in the same home. Let's have the same dreams. Let's make sure that we're depositing the same things in our children.
You know, one of the fears that I have, bro, is when I get married, I'm a little nervous, because what if my wife and I are not on the same page? What if we don't agree on the same goal? What if we have a goal but we don't agree how to accomplish that goal? How do we resolve that issue? How do we still stay true together and still move forward? Or do we just stop and just exit that thing out?
Yeah, well, no, we don't exit that thing out. Number one, let me just say this. I really want to give some peace to single people. Okay?
Talk to us, Doc.
There's this idea that bad marriages are just inherited. I don't necessarily believe bad marriages are inherited. I believe that bad marriages are made. I believe that good marriages are inherited. They are made. When I see a person with a six-pack, I don't think they did that accidentally. I know there was work put in. They denied themselves some things. And I think when people think of marriage, they've seen so many bad images of marriage that the fear is, I might get a bad one. Because we think of marriage like rolling dice. Like, man, I hope I get a 7. Give me lucky. No, your marriage is going to be a product of the work that you put into it. And most people have bad marriages because they dated wrong. They dated bad. They didn't ask the right questions. They didn't spend the right amount of time. That's not going to be you, Anthony. That's not going to be the audience that we're talking to right now. We're going to date. You're going to date in a healthy way. You're going to find the right person. You're not going to get to your wedding day and not know this person's dream and mission and legacy. You're going to know this person is locked in. And here's the thing, man. After you get married, this is a whole person. I'm a whole person. There have been times where when I wanted to be debt free, I read Dave Ramsey before my wife. I spent a day and read Dave Ramsey. When my wife came home, I said to her, sweetie, we're paying off all our debt. At that time, we had Sally Mae. We had 2 car loans. We had Best Buy. We had all these cards. And my wife said, we're not paying off no debt, because at that time, it was like, man, we're making these monthly payments. That's all we need to do. And it took about a month of us communicating, of us talking, of me showing her why this was important. And if you are with somebody who really loves you, give them some patience. You don't have to force it and just rush it. Maybe it takes a week. Maybe it takes a month. Maybe it takes 2 months. But at some point, because we love each other and we're connected, we're going to be driven to the same dream. When I started telling my wife, girl, what's she going to feel like when we don't have no payment? What's she going to feel like when we get a check and don't have to send it to nobody? but ourselves. What is it going to feel like when you put your foot in the grass in your own backyard?
Come on, man.
It belongs to you. What you going to do when we go to the bank and they say, do you want some water, some tea, some coffee? The bullets are here. By the time I was done telling the girl what we was going to do, she said, I want to be debt free. Let's do this thing. So it's really about patience. It's really about taking the time to tell the why and talk about legacy. That's what's important.